What's up? What's up? Another day leveled up. It's your boy Salem back with another one for you. Today we're going to be talking about why it's so important to become obsessed and become a monster at your craft and distance yourself from the competition. There really should be no one in your lane when you're coming into who you are, becoming yourself, and accomplishing yourself. I think that's a term that a lot of people need to think about. What does it mean to accomplish yourself? I heard Victor Wembanyama say this when beyond the San Antonio Spurs. He was saying there's really nothing in his life right now that could distract him when it comes to partying, alcohol, relationships. Like he's just focusing on accomplishing himself, and that is just leveling up and becoming your highest version of yourself. I'm here right now in a hotel room about to go to a wedding, but knowing that I've committed to this competition that I've placed on myself to accomplish myself, I'm making another video right now before I get into these wedding festivities and show up for friends and we're gonna have fun tonight. But regardless of that, I'm still making a commitment to myself to show up and have this rage to master this craft, YouTube and social media, and leveling up myself and taking you guys on the journey of me being my best version, mastering myself, and the world around me will be mastered as well. So this video doesn't need to be too long, but I'm going to talk about why it's so important to become this monster of yourself and realize that you are the only one in the way of yourself getting to the destination, which is accomplishing yourself. And don't think that, for one, that ever will come a time that you're just done, that you've beat the game. You could kind of just free roam like on Grand Theft Auto, and there's no missions to continue to do. You could live a life like that, but that's not one that is going to be really satisfying. No one really wants to retire at the end of the day if they tell you that they want to be on a beach drinking margaritas their whole life. They might try it, but a couple weeks in, they're going to get back to some type of purpose, because that's who we are. We are people who need to have some project that we're working on. So instead of always trying to find a product to work on, why not take up the noble duty and service of just accomplishing yourself? You'll never be a finished product, but you could always be continuing to build yourself up. And I think a lot of us, that's why we like the stories of like Batman and superheroes, because we're able to see them go through this training process. And especially Batman. I love that movie. I feel like I need to watch it again right now. But The Dark Knight, Christian Bale, Bruce Wayne, he's going through these challenges and confronting his fears, going into his dark cave and literally crafting himself into his highest version, which is an alter ego. But he's learning all these skills. He would go to these retreats and learn martial arts. He would build his body up. He didn't drink. He didn't smoke. He would host these parties, but just be there, observing and helping the city out. We don't need to be a vigilante, but I think you could do something along the same lines by showing up for yourself and showing up for others and helping them in a way where you don't have to be out on the streets fighting crime. You could still show up and help others in a way that suits you, and put on that armor and show up as that person you want to be online, or whatever it is that you need to do to get you into this mindset. So when you do that, like for me, that's Salem. Every time I show up here, I'm stepping into my superhero uh, presence, that's what I had to do to kind of get out of my own head. And doing that, I had to start a YouTube channel. I've had this idea of wanting to be the best version, becoming like really jacked, being a great speaker, being able to do martial arts, and I'm slowly doing those things, and I'll take you guys on the journey as I continue to level up in those things. But I think it makes life fun when you have something to master, accomplish, become a monster of, and it's just like there's no other thing I'd rather be doing than showing up here and becoming my greatest version, obsessed with life, obsessed with becoming great at speaking and writing, because I know once I do, the world is basically my oyster at that point. My highest version is someone who could literally just help people and businesses level up and figure out what they're doing, what they're not doing, and being an advisor, basically. And I feel like God has blessed me with that position. I didn't even think it was a position, but showing up here, it allowed me to, uh, for me to put myself into the marketplace and for other people to know what I can offer. That I came to a point with one of my friends who has a not consulting business, but a appraisal business. He hit me up to actually speak to him and his colleagues. And I was like, and to talk about what? He's like, talk about what we talk about. You feel you could pour into these guys some wisdom. So it's like, whatever it is that you want me to pay you, I'll pay you your rate. And I was like, what? Well, I'd even think of a rate, I didn't think that far. But it allowed me to see like, whoa, like, all right, God is really blessing me and showing me that where I'm going in this direction is a lane that, and I was just talking to one of my friends last night at this little uh, dinner with drinks. She told me that there's a guy that came in to talk to her and her colleagues, and he was paid 30 grand just to come speak. And it's just like all these different things that if your ears are open and you're going towards that direction, you're going to see them all as signs. You're going to be like, oh, the signs are still pointing this way. I must continue to go this way. But it's great. It's great to show up here and feel uh, happy and just knowing that the energy I get showing up for you guys, it almost feels like it'll never run out. And I'm making this video for you guys just to know that whatever lane that you're trying to go into and what direction that you're trying to go, it is a lane. It is a lane that you could actually master. So at the end of the day, I want to just show up here and motivate you guys to become your greatest version and accomplish yourself. So with that said, if you guys resonated with this video, continue to watch and show up and hit like and subscribe. I'm making the commitment to continue to show up to you guys, but not even just to you guys, but for myself every day, leveling up, not every other day, leveling up. Yes, we are all human, but I think you could learn something, even if it's a percentage better a day. You're going to be a better person for it. You're going to wake up, go to sleep, better person. So, with that said, as I always say, a belief may be comforting, but only through true experiences become liberating. Until next time, grant yourself permission to level up. It's your boy Salem. I'm out.